viewers, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As you're tuning in, hit that thumbs up button. And of course, if you are a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel as you watch throughout the video. Guys, red day recap. We are down $418 to be precise, to be exact, which actually is matching my average red days here so far this year, which is not great that I'm losing 400 per day every time I have a losing day, right? My average green days have been somewhere around 600, and you guys know that we aim for that 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio in all aspects. Can my green days be twice as big as my red days? Can I win twice as many times as I am losing, right? If I'm going to have 10 green days at worst case scenario, 5 red days, right, out of 15 days traded. So this is not great that we're losing this amount of money when we have red days. We got to definitely tighten up. And a lot of the times it's just poor accuracy, disciplinary issues. Today I came in very aggressive, looking to push a lot of size, and didn't quite get it done. So if I reset here, and I come on down and we just take a look at some of the orders, you guys will see some bigger positions here. So, for example, right here, about 6,000, I'm trying to really dominate this thing, AUGX, but, along the way, some terrible fills. You can see this position here starts at 330. I'm filled all the way up to 37. And, this is about a 6,000 share position. I'm coming out at 30, so I'm just losing on half of it. No good. But yeah, we took some sizable trades. Right here again, another 6,000 share position, 7,000 share position, and didn't quite get to connect. All right. So we got to do a little bit of a better job tomorrow. Something I always tell myself is, hey, RT, try to be a little bit more patient, for that deciding stock, the stock that's going to lead the way, right? The one is how we usually refer to it. And I thought that would have been PTPI, and I got into it early, but we just did not see the follow through here in this area. I was green 115, then flat, green 170, and then red. Now the stock had a huge range and big spreads, and unfortunately, I didn't capitalize. Even on this area here, when this move started, I was watching at this thing since 780. We had 780 by 791. I tried throwing out a bid to get long, no fill. It pushes up, and there's an area where I needed to go long as the spreads tightened up between 790 and 795. I did not hit the buy button, and it surges up to 820 almost instantly, 817 by 820. So that could have been a nice 25-cent winner, 1,700 shares, which would have been nice, right? So I missed that trade in here. I missed the dip again on trying to buy the bids at 80, right, between that 10-cent spread. So there's 2 entries I missed that could have, let's say, resulted, even if I'm not maximizing on those trades, let's say that could have resulted in, let's say 20 cents between those 2 trades, right? 20 cents. Now this thing continues and it rips over the whole dollar, as I mentioned. As it dips, I tried to buy the dip. We had 807 by 819. Classic Relentless, used the market order, and a little overcompensating because I just used limit order, didn't get any fills. But sometimes when I'm in it, right, the way how my hotkeys are set up, there's think or swim, right? So pay attention to the upper bracket here, how it's highlighted in blue. If I click to this one is now highlighted in blue. And so with my DAS platform down below, if I click here, it becomes a little darker. This is where I now can trade with my offsets, right? And so in the heat of the moment, at times, that second that it would take to go from here to click here, even that is too long to utilize some of the other hotkeys I have. And so, I prefer to execute through Thinkorswim for different reasons. for various reasons, let's say. But at times, it does get a little dicey. So what I have to do is just refrain from taking the trade if there's not enough time to switch over to this active trader and then fire off the hotkey. So, that's a bit of an issue that I had. But besides that, it was a good move. If you're in at 807 on the bids or 810, 812, anywhere there, it surges up to 840 and then it rips into a halt at 70. The halt level gets pushed higher. It's a bit of a false halt. And it chases down the level, 893, boom. So throughout those couple of trades there, if I'm to actually execute properly, we're already up 800, maybe 1K in this area using 1,700 shares, right? Because we would have at least pushed, let's say, 50 cents, maybe like $800, right? 800. But yeah, anyhows, it gets halted at 93. It resumes. It's sideways. It dips down, lows of like 75, and then, well, actually no, 75, then 40. Actually no, 70, 75. It rips. That would have been an area to buy between, let's say, 75 and like 90. It rips, gets up to a high of 23 and then sells off. Low 40 and then so forth. Tries a red to green, but it's rejected up here. So in other news, we had stock CNSP. We made money on the uptrending areas here and here. It did well overall. It flagged right here, curling up, bit of a red to green here, and then unfortunately false breakout. This was a problematic candle. It double top high of day essentially and failed. Now I stepped away. It did curl up here and did well. I think I could have made another 400 or 500 if I was watching this area on time. Entries coming around 82. It pushes up, for that break of 3. It tries right here, comes back down, and then completely takes off to 335. Right here is where we could have really done well. That was CNSP. And we also had DRMA, which we took losses on. This one, we pushed a lot of bigger size in this area up here. But we really took the loss as it broke below VWAP. It flushed out. I thought it would have been able to hold up considering our volume profile going up versus the selling pressure on the way down at the time. It did not hold whatsoever. And this is why we always make sure to keep our stops tight. So even when the patterns don't work, we can still have a good, respectable, ratio, right? On our green days, when stocks like this work out, we can end up, 1K, 1,500, 2, 3, 4, 5K. And then when it's a losing day or losing trade, we only lose a couple $100. So yeah, that was essentially the day. I did take an after-hour trade, which is a little bit more rare for me to do. But I thought this thing might have had potential. AUGX. I'm here about to start the recap, and I saw it right here, pulled back, made a nice move, came down again for another pullback. There's a 10,000 share bid at 50. I'm in. It comes down quickly, and I'm back out. So I lost about 7 cents, 500 shares. Not too good. Losing about $35, $40 there. So yeah, that was the day. For those of you who want to see the full-on log, again, to be exact, we're down 418. So, $400 red day. We'll be back tomorrow looking to improve. It's been Relentless Trader. Hit that thumbs up. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. And check out those links down below, right? For Momo Pro, which is the scanning software that we use. You guys, if you're interested in Momo Pro and you do go ahead with it, you guys can use code Relentless or 25% off for 6 months. You can check out the course link. If you're looking to get started with your journey as a day trader, check out the comprehensive course that I have that goes from 0 to advanced, all right? Going over all the strategies and edges that I know and love and that I trade every day. Lastly, check out our Discord. If you're not familiar with Discord, that is a chat room service. Mine happens to be completely free, so be sure to lock in on that. And yeah, guys, it's been RT, and I am, of course, signing out.